Good morning and thanks for joining us. On today's show, we'll show you how one school is opening infants' ears to music, and Rebekah Black is tearing down the house in her Binge Report. But at first, we start today in Grapevine, Texas, where Kathryn Dunn brings us this great tour of the Sea Life Grapevine Aquarium.
This crab sculpture is made up entirely of recycled cans, and it's just one of the things that you can sink your claws into here at the Sea Life Grapevine Aquarium. I'm here at the Sea Life Aquarium along with our aquarist, Julie. Now, Julie, what exactly is an aquarist?
So an aquarist is actually a person that takes care of all the animals here. So we do the feeding, we do the maintenance, we even do some training with our animals. So basically just the overall health of the animals is on us.
Wow, so what can somebody expect when they come to the Sea Life Aquarium?
So when the visitors come to the aquarium, they're definitely going to expect to discover something amazing. We have so many interactive activities, we have educational talks, and lots of conservation tips. We also have reptiles here during our educational talks. You can find our reptiles here. You can learn about them. You actually may get to touch one if you're lucky.
If you're lucky. All right, well, I'm really excited to hear about this tour. Do you mind if I take one?
Yeah, let's go. So we begin our tour in the shoaling ring, also known as schooling. So these are the fish in the wild that you would see swimming together. So in this tank, we replicated that, and you can watch them swim all around you.
Wow, it's beautiful.
So here we're in the room called Stingray Bay. This is one of my personal favorite rooms. So in this tank, we actually feature stingrays from all over the world. Now, when you come to Sea Life, we actually have scheduled educational talks all throughout the day. At 11 o'clock every single day, we actually feed this tank, and you can watch it right here. Another special thing about this tank is we're actually breeding a lot of sharks and stingrays at this facility, and you can actually see them right here. Our mission is called Breed, Rescue, Protect, and we're definitely living up to it. So right over here is one of the most popular tanks. This is, of course, our Nemo tank.
Nemo!
We feature different species of clownfish, different types of tangs. This is definitely one of the favorite tanks. So now we're walking into our ocean tank, and you have a 360-degree view around the entire area. This tank features huge sharks and stingrays and so many cool species of fish. Are you ready? I'll be right next to you.
I'm not cut out for this.
The Sea Life Grapevine Aquarium is open 7 days a week and has a variety of ticket options available. To find out more, go to visitsealife.com. John Tesar has been a very successful chef throughout his 20-plus year career, but his latest Dallas venture may be his crowning achievement. Setting out to reinvent the steakhouse, Chef Tesar's restaurant Knife has been winning awards and bringing in the diners since it first opened.
The thing that makes this really different is that Knife is a full experience. It's not just an expensive bottle of wine and an expensive okay steak. Because we have real chefs back in the kitchen too, is that even the macaroni and cheese and the okra and the french fries, everything has a little chef's touch to it, and that's what kind of makes us different than everybody else. I wanted something a little bit more from the steak, and I wanted to do something a little bit more than just a steak restaurant or a steak house. So people call this a steakhouse, but to me it's a meat restaurant. We have everything from full line of charcuterie. We do 2 types of pork belly. I dry age. I mean, we're becoming famous for our dry age foie gras. Not only amazing steak and my relationship with 44 Farms and Creekstone, but we have this great relationship with Hudson Valley Foie Gras now because we're first person ever to dry age foie gras. We develop a white mold in this box, and we age steaks anywhere from 30, 45, 90, 150, 240 days. I've gone longer, and those steaks have an amazing flavor profile, but they're better eaten like charcuterie or carpaccios, because at that point they really are charcuterie. We're just not using sugar or salt or spices to cure. We're just using air, thyme, and healthy bacteria. I've always been a people pleaser. I just hope that when people come to Knife that they really understand the thought and the process of why we do what we do and that we execute that. And if they've heard any good things about us, that we live up to those words. And if they've heard bad things about us, that they come here and they can go back to that person and said, you don't know what you're talking about, you know, so. We're about to open, I think, another knife in Plano, and hopefully we're doing a knife burger at the new food court at the Shops at Legacies. And we're going to be doing something with Four Corners here, a meat market and a wine store. And there's talk of knife Houston and San Francisco now too. Dallas is the land of opportunity for me. I mean, I wouldn't want to be anyplace else. Knife has been a great experience and I'm blessed for it. So whatever we can do to give back or bring you into that experience, just give us a call.
Knife is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and can accommodate events for up to 600 people. To learn more and make your reservation, go to knifedallas.com. Break time on the show, but stay with us. Joe Baker joins us next with his spin on homemade tortillas. Today with Kandace is brought to you by Weir's Furniture, your life styled.
Hi, I'm Dr. Richard Honecker. Let's talk about food allergies. You hear a lot about that now. When I was a kid, there was no such thing as the peanut table, and now every school has the peanut allergy table for the kids who have peanut allergies, and they can get really sick. And this is a proper way to do things, not like it was when we were just winging it when I was growing up. But kids who have food allergies are different from food intolerance. Food intolerance is when you get nausea, maybe a little diarrhea, but food allergies involve the immune system. You get itchiness, you get wheezing, you get really sick. The main culprits are peanuts, you've heard a lot about that, milk, eggs, shrimp, and fish. Now, most kids will outgrow the milk and egg allergy. They will not usually outgrow the peanut allergy and some of the others that we mentioned. So you have to be real vigilant to keep them away from those things for probably their whole life. So it's not like these are more frequent. About 5% of kids have food allergies. It's just that we're more cognizant that these are out there, and we can do more to help prevent these kids from getting really sick.
In an emergency, your most important need is time. Time saved in the hands of highly trained doctors and experienced emergency nurses. Time saved with advanced imaging and diagnostics to help find a solution quickly. No matter what hour or day, we are here for you. Because when your life is on the line, what matters most is time. Texas General Hospital, we care.
At New You Bariatric Center, we offer a comprehensive approach to weight loss. Dr. Brewer and I are both board-certified surgeons, and we perform several thousand bariatric procedures. We also offer medical weight loss options, as well as non-surgical options such as the gastric balloon. We know that this is a big decision for you, and we are here every step of the way in your weight loss journey. At New You Bariatric Center, a new you is waiting.
Welcome back. It's my favorite time of the show when we get to learn how to make something amazing with Joe Baker. Joe, what are we cooking up today?
So today we're gonna make our own flour tortillas, right? I see them at the grocery store. I know that people love them, but they're too afraid to do it. So we're gonna jump right in and we're gonna do it, all right? So in the bowl, we have all of our dry ingredients, which is flour, a little bit of baking powder because we want that puffy tortilla. If you want it more natural, don't add the baking powder at all. We have fat. Today we're gonna use butter, but obviously when in Mexico, the most common fat is lard. So use any fat that you want. A little bit of salt, and of course, any other seasoning that you want can go in there. Just keep it limited, otherwise you're gonna change the texture of the tortilla.
Sure.
So Kandace, if you'll go ahead and start mixing that, we wanna break that fat down. We wanna grind it with the dry goods until it's about like sawdust, right? So we're gonna make sure that it's a real fine texture. So one good way to do that, Kandace is doing it here where she's kind of picking at it with both hands. Another way is to kind of rub it across the surface of your hands to really grind it down. This looks fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 ounces of warm water, and Kandace can continue mixing, right? We're looking for a thick dough. Now you'll see I already have our saute pan or skillet or cast iron or griddle hot. It needs to be very hot for this, right? We want these to cook very, very fast. They create a lot of steam. This dough is looking fantastic. Once you have it to an actual dough, go ahead and get it out of the bowl, and then we'll do it on the surface. We can go ahead and rub that around. That way it creates a beautiful, even finish, right? So roll it into a ball, And then we need to let it sit for about 1 or 2 minutes. That way we let all of that moisture hydrate completely. So after it's sat for about a minute or two, we'll come through and we'll cut it into 4 even shapes, right? And we'll take a shape and we'll roll this into a ball, and then we'll set it aside as well. Now we're gonna take some flour your surface, and we have a rolling pin today. I know that some people don't have rolling pins. You can absolutely use a bottle of wine. You can use a rolling pin, a Coke bottle, anything that's round and you can control. Get some flour on top. And then it's always a good idea to hold flour in your hand and just coat the surface of your rolling pin also. Now, roll it to about 1/4 of an inch all the way down to 1/8 of an inch thick, and we want it to be as round as we can. Now, don't be afraid to kind of muscle this because we want to make sure we get it nice and thin. Again, we already have our surface hot, so once it's the thickness that we like and the shape that we like, we can just toss it right on there. Perfect, I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, it looks good.
So we get it on there. You saw I just dropped it in there. You don't have to worry about heating it or anything. Just keep your hands off the cooking surface. We'll give it a quick twist just to make sure the fat doesn't adhere or start to scorch. And then we'll see how quickly or slowly it cooks and make our adjustments as we go. We're getting a little bit of lift in here. I can tell this is gonna be a fantastic, puffy, kind of a gordita style, right?
Well, of course.
We can pick it up, flip it over, right? And then this is where we start seeing how much it's gonna rise or drop.
Okay.
And then we can also adjust the thickness of our other tortillas. If we say this one's too thick or I'd like them thicker, it's always a good idea to test the first one while you're working before going all in on your final product.
This one does seem a little thick.
It is a little thick. I think it'll still be delicious.
Okay.
So this one's almost done. Again, I agree with you, it was a little thick. So that's why we always test the first one. This one is looking fantastic though. And so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this guy out. It is done. We'll set it there. And then Kandace, if you wanna do the honors, right, just drop it right on there. If it folds over, just like Kandace did, just calmly open it right back up. We're gonna turn the heat up just a little bit.
I should probably go ahead and taste this one, or you want me to wait and taste this
No,
one?
no, please, let's taste.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you.
Great, thanks, Joe.
Absolutely.
Well, no more stopping at Chewy's to pick up homemade tortillas.
No,
for me.
make them at your house. It's so much easier.
I love it. Thanks so much. To get this full recipe and many more, be sure to visit our website, todaywithkandace.com. If you'd like to learn more about Joe and his culinary creations, check out joethebaker.com. Time for a break, but when we come back, we'll learn about one school that is literally music to a baby's ears. Stay with us. This segment of Today with Kandace has been brought to you by the Best of Guide.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Hi, I'm Jim Knox, and a lot of people have asked me, hey, what do you do away from the ballpark? Well, I am co-founder of a company called Identity Media Services. Our Emmy Award-winning production team can brand your company with videos, commercials, radio, and television, and our digital performance program specializes in lead generation, websites, and reputation management. So if your business needs a lift, give me a call, because as you know, it is tough to stay on top. Whew, that's gotta hurt.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome to today's Binge Report, and I gotta tell you, this one is inspired by my life. The Hubs and I have actually been working on our house, specifically the floors. And for whatever reason, perhaps watching one too many HGTV shows, we decided, yay, we could do it ourselves. Yep, those are just a few moments from our hellacious floor renovation. Yes, you did see blood. Here's the thing about HGTV, they make it look super easy on TV, like you can actually reno an entire house in 30 minutes. No, that is a lie, all lies. It actually took us an entire week, 8 hours a day, to remove every single piece of tile, laminate, carpet, and junky hardwood floors in our house. So my advice to you here, just watch the people on TV do it. Hire somebody real to fix your house. Now let's get this reno party started with Fixer Upper, where Chip and Joanna Gaines take the very worst house in the neighborhood and turn it into a dream home.
For us, we've just always loved and admired old houses. You know, the people that put these together were craftsmen.
The before is typically this rundown house that looks haunted. For just a normal couple walking in, I just think it's terrifying. I could see why this house sat on the market. It doesn't scare us off. We'll walk you through this house, we'll walk you through the construction, and then welcome home.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I have seen every single episode at least 1 million times. I will watch and rewatch all day long. So much so that I actually feel like I know the Gaines personally. I mean, like, we're BFFs. I borrowed this shirt from Joanna. Up next, we got Property Brothers. If you want to skip the reno altogether and opt in on a brand new house, yeah, Property Brothers probably aren't for you. Jonathan and Drew Scott will actually convince you that the reno is the only way to go. They too buy the worst homes on the block and make them beautiful again. And just for fun, you're gonna wanna watch Tom Hanks and Shelley Long in The Money Pit. These two play a newlywed couple who buy what they think is their dream home. Unfortunately, after moving in, everything falls apart. They almost get divorced. You know how that goes with a home reno.
Well, the turkey's done.
So is the kitchen. Actually, it's a little overdone for my taste. Let's not go there again.
You don't want to tell me what happened?
No, I don't. I just want to relax in a nice lukewarm bath.
Well, there you have it. Today's Binge Report with me, Rebekah Black. Happy binging!
Thanks, Rebekah. Numerous studies have shown that children who grow up listening to and playing music develop strong neurological connections in the brain, and some of these music pathways actually affect the way we think and feel later in life. While the older kids are getting back to reading, writing, and arithmetic, the Dallas Academy of Music and Performing Arts is teaching the ABCs of music to a much younger audience.
Here at the Dallas Academy, we're showing children how to use music in a playful way and still teaching them the basics and fundamentals of music. This class is Mommy and Me, and it's a class that provides music in a playful, fun, and exciting way for children to explore music, instruments, their bodies, colors, and things like that. I definitely want to encourage the children to explore music through instruments, visuals, movement, touching toes, touching instruments, coming up to the mirror, seeing themselves. And it's definitely a place for education and bonding. It's a time for the mommies and the nannies to come together and just explore music in a fun way. And they're also learning so much at the same time. This particular class is designed for children from 18 months to 3 years. What we really want to educate and share with the children is a time and a place to explore with mommy. And these classes, we're providing instruments, visuals, fun, music, dance, play, and all these things that are for children playing, but they're also learning at the same time. So it's rhythm, it's beat, it's dance, it's stop and go, it's taking turns, all the fundamentals to what they will be having in school, but they're learning here with music and in a fun way.
If you're happy and you know it, say woohoo!
When I started learning what music was, I chose violin at 9 and then went into music therapy program. And that's when I really learned music is a universal way to speak to people through illnesses, through disorders, handicaps, neurological disorders, and that's where I found my passion. And in teaching, you also get a place to share what you have learned and give back to the younger generation and also the older too. I hope they have a great experience. I hope they find new ways to bond with the baby and find them in musical and fun ways, and definitely come back.
To learn more about the Mommy and Me class and the other programs the Dallas Academy of Music and Performing Arts offers, visit their website at dallasacademyofmusic.com. Time for our last break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll bring you a preview of this year's Plano Balloon Festival. If your business falls into one of our theme categories of home, health and beauty, or leisure, and you'd like to be promoted on our show, drop us a line at info@todaywithkandace.com.
At NUU Bariatric Center, we offer a comprehensive approach to weight loss. Support for emotional, behavioral, and nutritional changes are emphasized in addition to expert surgical care. One surgery does not fit all. Dr. Hodges and I are both board-certified surgeons with proven track records in every type of weight loss surgery. We know this is an important decision and look forward to helping you start your journey. Contact NUU Bariatric Center for your consultation today. A new you is waiting.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
Hi, I'm Jim Knox, and a lot of people have asked me, hey, what do you do away from the ballpark? Well, I am co-founder of a company called Identity Media Services. Our Emmy Award-winning production team can brand your company with videos, commercials, radio, and television, and our digital performance program specializes in lead generation, websites, and reputation management. So if your business needs a lift, give me a call, because as you know, it is tough to stay on top. Whew, that's gotta hurt.
Hey Gabby, how you doing? How was the play date and sleepover?
Dad, it was great.
Awesome. Okay, I'm on my way. Hey guys, what are you doing?
We're going swimming. We're going biking. Yeah!
I'll see you in a little bit, guys. I love you.
Hi babe, how was school today?
Hi Dad, it was great.
Okay honey, I'll be home soon. Remember, you're never too far away from your kids to be a dad. Reach out and take a second to check in, because sometimes the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Today with Kandace has been brought to you by Weir's Furniture, your life styled. Welcome back. For almost 4 decades, the In Touch Credit Union Plano Balloon Festival has been one of the area's most anticipated events. This year, festivities begin on Friday, September 23rd and run through Sunday, September 25th. Joining me now with all the details is Joe Vi, Executive Director of the Plano Balloon Festival. Joe, thanks for being here today.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
It's so great to have you, and I want to get right down to it. Tell those of our viewers that don't really know much about the Balloon Festival, what is it all about?
It is all about family-friendly entertainment. You know, when you come to the festival and you bring your family, you're going to have a wonderful time. And when you have an event that's 37 years old, we're seeing multi-generations. We have people now that came as children that are now married and have children, and they're bringing their children. And so it's an awesome experience to be involved in something that has that kind of legacy.
Oh, absolutely. And tell us about some of the activities that we can expect.
Well, obviously we have hot air balloons. We'll have over 40 hot air balloons this year. We have fantastic special shapes. We have concerts, we have fireworks, we have a huge kids fun zone, and so we really feel like that we can provide entertainment at a very low cost for the entire family and have a fabulous weekend.
Oh, that's awesome. And what about some of the vendors and food that we can expect to see?
Well, come hungry, because in my opinion, nothing is better than festival food.
Oh, I agree.
And so that's corn dogs, that's turkey legs, that's funnel cakes, that's all that stuff that maybe you only eat once or twice a year. But It's good, and you want to chow down.
Well, I'm hungry just thinking about it. and do y'all actually offer balloon rides?
We do.
Okay.
We have tethered rides.
Okay.
They're on a first-come, first-served basis. And so the tethered ride program goes on when the balloons are in the park. So 7 a.m. when we do our launch, weather permitting, that's when the tether rides are available. And then at 6 p.m. of an evening, the tether rides will be available. So it is a jam-packed, full action weekend.
I love it. Something for everyone.
Absolutely.
And I will be there with bells on this year.
Great.
With my whole crew. Y'all may wish that you could kick us out, all 4 of my kids, but we're going to be there.
That'll be great.
Thanks so much, Joe. Look forward to seeing you. With so much to see and do at the Plano Balloon Festival, you'll want to make sure you have some good shoes to get around in. It's important to find the right style for you and your activity level. That's where Run-On steps in. They've been helping people find the right fit for their feet in DFW for over 20 years.
Run-On stores have been around for many, many years. They are a huge running presence in the Metro Dallas area. It's a store where you can find everything for the runner, for their complete experience. It's your neighborhood running store. If you walk into a big box store and you're looking around the shelves and trying to pull someone out of the back room to help you, it can be a frustrating experience. So we try to strive to do the exact opposite. So what we'll do is we'll get you down to your bare foot, take off your socks, take off your shoes, look at the way your body actually moves. Everyone moves differently, and having the right shoe to accommodate that can be huge when it comes to injury prevention or just optimizing performance. So we'll get you on a treadmill. We'll actually use an iPad to assess your gait, asking you about any kind of injury history, making sure that your body is in great alignment to suit the shoe. We really pride ourselves in that full customer experience, because if you're going to be successful and enjoy that experience, you've got to be fully equipped. We've got brands that are hallmarks like Asics or Brooks or Nike, and then we are also dealers of kind of up and coming more niche brands like Hoka and Ultra. So there's really a wide variety for everyone's tastes. A couple of things that are really important is actually the sock. Most people don't know how important the running sock can be. So a really great technical sock is a huge important part. Accessories, electronics. If you're out there and you're training and you want to track your time, a great watch can be just a huge tool. And then a really important part of training, especially in the summertime in this crazy heat, is nutrition. We've got a wide variety of nutritionals to make sure that you're hydrated and you're safe. We pride ourselves in being really involved. We sponsor a variety of local races. We work really closely with Run Project as well as many, many other local races and organizations. We specialize not only in full care and service for the runner, but also social engagement with our weekly social runs and training. It's really the complete runner's experience.
Run-On's website is a great resource for every level of runner. Find your fit, find your pace, and find your race at runontexas.com. Well, that's our show for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Remember, if it deals with your home, your health and beauty, or how to spend your leisure time in DFW, then we'll be talking about it. Check us out at todaywithkandace.com and follow us on social media. We'll be here every weekday morning at 8:30, but if you can't join us, then be sure to set your DVR. See you next time.
Wardrobe for Today with Kandace provided by Dillard's, the style of your life.